Hello guys, today we will see how to use top command in Linux which help us to monitor the system uses and its performance effectively in real time. So let's check. For that I created the EC2 instance in the AWS environment. Let's check. I hope you are able to see my screen where I already ran this top command and it is showing me real time some information about the running commands, running processes. Okay, so let's try to decode each line of top command one by one. So first line, that is nothing but how it's have like uptime, number of users who are logged in into the system, and it is showing load averages. So by first line itself you get the information about the system uptime, number of users, and load average. And you can disable or enable this line by pressing L. Let me press L here. Okay. So now you are not able to see the information on uptime, users, and load average. If I press again, then you will able to see the same information. Now we will check the second line. Okay, second I highlighted this that second line. So it gives the information on number of processes running on the machine and its state. Okay, so here there are 107 processes are running on this particular instance, out of which one is running and other 106 are in sleeping state. So there is no any we could not find any s- process which is in stop or in zombie state. And you can also like you can disable the same line by pressing T. If you press T, then that line will get disabled. And if you wanted to enable that line again, then you have to press the same option like T. Okay, now third line is for the CPU. So there are seven different parameters or values you can see here, okay, which is related to the CPU uses, you can say. So first value is US, is nothing but percentage CPU time spent in the user space. Second one is SY, it is nothing but percentage CPU time spent in kernel space. Third one is NI, it means user nice CPU time, means CPU time spent on low priority processes. Fourth one is ID, that is nothing but percent of CPU time spent idle. Fifth one is WA, that is nothing but percent of CPU time spent in wait. Sixth one is HI, that is for like percent of CPU time spent in servicing or handling hardware interrupts. SI, it is percent of time that is spent servicing or handling software interrupts. And ST is nothing but still time. Okay, so whenever you are running any machine on the Hyper-V host or VMware host, okay, that time you will get some information here under the ST. So that information is nothing but CPU time stolen from the virtual machine. Okay, and like if you want, like next part is like information on the memory. So first is l- memory. How much memory we assign to this particular machine, how much is free, and how much is used. Okay, and fifth row is for the swap space. Okay, so here for this particular machine, now fourth line is information on memory uses. Here total memory that we have is 949 MB, out of which 616 is free and 125 MB is used. Okay, and fifth line is about the swap space uses. So here we do not assign any space for the swap, so it is showing as a zero. Now, next information that we are getting from the top command is about the process information. So we get the information as such as below: Uh, process ID, effective username of the process, which triggered that process. Then PR stands for the priority. What is the priority of the task? Nice, NI means nice value of that task. Then CPU, percent CPU. It means that as a percent of total CPU time that used. Percent memory. It is used for the like available physical memory which is used for the particular task. And time, the total CPU time the task has used since the it started. Okay, and this is last is nothing but the command. It it can be the command. Below that, this command option, you can get the command itself or any task or name of the associated program. Okay, and the res is signifies the non-swap physical memory that particular task used. Okay, and shr is like amount of shared memory used by the task. Now we will try to explore few advanced options from top command. If you want to see which processes uses higher CPU, then you can press P after running top command. I'm pressing P now, capital P. Now here you can see it gets arranged by CPU uses. Okay, and in the same manner, if you wanted to see processes which using higher memory, you can press capital M. Now here we can see Amazon SSM agent is occupying more memory than other processes, so it is listed at the first place. We also can change the priority of the process. by top command. As we already aware, to change the priority of the process, there is a command that we use. The command called as a renice. So from top command, if you wanted to change the priority of any process, then you just need to press R. Then it will ask you to like enter the PID of the process. Suppose here it took default PID of top process, that is, and its PID is 3423. So I will please enter here. So now top command asking me to provide a nice value. So always keep in mind, lowest the nice value, then highest priority will get the process. And if nice value is more, then lowest priority it will get. And nice value is lies between -20 to +19. So -20 is the highest priority and minus +20 is the lowest priority. So I'm giving the nice value to this top process as a -20. Okay, here we can see now, like if we sort the output by processor, I press capital P here, you can see the nice value is -20. Now by the same command you can, sorry, not by same command, if you wanted to kill any process, there is an option in top like small k. So here you will get an option to kill any process. You just need to provide a PID here. Okay, I'm not giving any PID. Whenever you wanted to do, like you can, and you have to enter PID there. Always keep in mind, we never ever like kill the process directly in production without consulting with like a stakeholder of that process. So if you wanted to change the priority of any process or kill any process in production environment, always make sure that you have approval from the respect like related stakeholder of that process. Also you can check the from the top command, you can view all processes running by any specific user. If you wanted to do that, you have to just press enter u. If you press u here, then you have to enter username here. Okay, then you will get only the processes that ran by that particular user. Currently we are, by default we get the all the processes ran by all the users. Now suppose you wanted to, by default this pay top commands output get refreshed by 3 seconds, every 3 seconds. Now suppose you wanted to change that interval for that particular, for top command, then you need to enter D. So here get option to change delay from 3 second to I am entering like 10 second. Okay, now this output will get changed at an interval of 10 second. Okay, by default top command displays like unlimited like tasks or around 500 tasks by top command. If you wanted to limit this number, okay, Like if you wanted to see only like first 10 or 20 processors, then you have to press small n here. So please check this. I'm highlighting that line. Maximum task is 0. 0 is unlimited. Now I'm changing it to 10. So after changing it to 10, I will see, I will able to see only first 10 processes. Okay, now suppose you wanted to see output or load on individual CPU, then you have to press 1.